In this video, I'm going to locate and weld this -10 fitting right here to the sump area of this Stef's small block Ford oil pan. This is the small block Ford oil pan for Rodneys. New small block Ford engine he's building over the winter. What's awesome about this is it's brand new. It's never had oil in it. It's super clean, and if you're going to do any welding on a oil pan or any type of aluminum fabricated sheet metal part, valve cover, whatever, this is the best time to do welding on any of that stuff because it hasn't been soaked in oil and it's going to weld good. So we got a -10 fitting. This is the sump area here, the main sump area. This little spot in here. The oil pump sits up there in the Ford deal. It has a pickup tube that comes across, and the pickup picks up the oil that it drains back from the engine back into here. So we're gonna put a fitting here. It's a -10. We're gonna put it right there in the bottom where it's fully submerged in oil. This will be an option for him if he ever decides to put a Clear View or a Peterson priming pump. You got to have a fitting that draws out of the just supply oil, which is in the sump here. Plumbs into plumb this into the pump. You put a drill. You turn the pump with the drill, and it circulates and primes the engine. Really cool option. But talk to him. Right now is the best time if you ever thought he's gonna put a primer pump on it to put a fitting on. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna locate this, tap it with a center punch. Got a bit or a rotor broach. I'll show you just in a little bit. They are awesome. I'm just gonna locate this with a transfer punch. Right, I've already got it marked out where I want it. That little tap right there. You want to kill it too hard and put a dent in it. I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can see. Okay, so I gotta use. This is a rotor broach. This is what I'm gonna drill the big hole with. That matches. You know, this fitting has a step on it. It's gonna let it sit in the hole. So this is gonna make the big hole. But to get to here, these rotor broaches have a pilot, and this is a 1/4 inch pilot. So I got to drill a 1/4 inch hole where I tapped the center punch right there, and I use these a lot to drill holes. They're really awesome. It's called a rotor broach. I get them off of eBay, and I got 2 different kits, whatever. But there's different sizes. These make great holes. They work really good. I love them. So we've got to start right here with drill the 1/4 inch pilot hole. I put some glasses on, I can see better. Move the 1/4 inch bit, put this in. This will make the hole size it needs to be to accept that fitting. And it'll just sit on there, and then I'm gonna go weld it up. There we go. Oops, I just tossed the fitting off of there. Deburr that a little bit, clean up the hole. Maybe the camera was too close, but I think it's all right. It won't take much to deburr this and clean it up. Get on the inside, get all the junk off the inside edge of the hole. Those rotor broaches are awesome. They cut really good. I get this cleaned up. I'm gonna stop the video and go back to the bench with it, and you'll be ready to weld. So there, I'll wipe it off with acetone. Right there's where I'm gonna weld her on right there. It's gonna be awesome, piece of cake. So get back to the bench and get that set up to weld. I'm at the bench now with the oil pan and the fitting, and if you have a really good eye, you'll notice this is a different fitting. The other fitting that I had when I drilled the hole, I had the other fitting sitting up here when I took the pan off the bench to shake out the shavings. That fitting was sitting there and it went to the floor, and it kind of dinged up the edge of the sealing surface there. And if it was mine, I'd probably weld it and use it, but it belongs to somebody else. So I chose to not use it just for fear of it probably wouldn't leak, but I really don't want to find out. So I've got a bunch of these fittings laying around, so I'm just gonna put a new fitting in it. It's a different one, a little different brand. It's not dinged up on the sealing surface. So we'll put a couple tacks on this and weld her up. Good. One tack would be plenty. Now I'll put one more over here. Doing stuff like this is pretty fun. Enjoy it. And just for general information, this is a Vibrant brand fitting. Man, I love these fittings. It's good material. They weld great. I use them a lot. That's really all I use if I have my choice. One little spot. What? Yeah. That's my wife hollering at me. It's time for breakfast. But there it is. Dash 10 fitting. It's out of the picture there. Got a dash 10 fitting all welded up. Goes into that oil storage area, I guess you could call it, from the oil drain back from the engine. Hook a primer pump on it and it'll be awesome.